Lung are here in house. What's up, everybody? Sorry about the delay. I hit the snooze. I'll be
Oh,
yeah, I'm a naughty boy. Speaking of naughty, I need to go get a monster and wake up. So hey, Captain Waffles, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. You know, had a weird, wacky day, but I'm here.
Yeah,
weird and wacky.
Weird and wacky. Yeah, all right. Well, welcome, brother. Sorry about the delay, y'all, and thank you for everyone that stuck around and waited. Sorry about that. All right, now we have.
Yeah, it was worried there for a minute.
Yeah, me too, man. Like I had an alarm set and everything, and then I hit the snooze. Oh no!
Snooze.
I was up pretty late.
You were
So.
pinching an extra big loaf, bro.
What?
I figured you were pinching an extra big loaf.
No, but thanks for the idea. Damn it! Now my body's all. You should do that right now. What?
Oh no!
He fell into the toilet and his life alert wasn't working.
Yeah. Oh, it was working. I just couldn't move. Oh boy. There you go. Super fast. Super fast. Super fast. How you doing, buddy?
Doing pretty good. We're going to need to get Waffles an introduction like that.
Oh yeah. We're working on it. TCGDude.
Give me a sleeve.
That's right.
That's right.
Very nice. I'll pimp in with this logo and everything. Jeez.
Thanks for having me here, sir. Appreciate it.
Oh yeah, of course. And of course we have Mr. Hillbilly. Hello.
Hillbilly. I have an idea. Follow my lead.
Got my own fine got my own fiddle. Sun's coming up. I got gribble. My face nothing but a funny riddle. Country boy.
I like them Frank fried potatoes.
That's right. All right. From the top, we got K-Torque. What's good? Waffles. TCGDude. Did the link not work or weird?
No link work, bro. Link work, unless you're talking about somebody else joining.
Yeah, no. I sent to you, and you said in the chat it didn't work or something. All right.
Oh, groovy. I'm here now. That's what counts.
Okay. Yeah. I definitely need that monster, man. Holy crap. Hey, Michael Superbacker. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Hey, Brian Giles is here. We can now start the show.
Boop.
Yeah. Thank you, Brian Giles. You rock.
Have no fear, students. Because I am here.
Oh, yeah. And Brandon, how you doing? Local taco. Whoa. What about Cynthia? She gone. And of course, if you listened to the full hour yesterday, or was it Tuesday? Yeah, man. Woo. She bounced just in time. She's just like, dude, I don't want to go through another of those monetized, or not monetized, but like robotic meetings. Dude, I recorded it. I listened to most of it, and my brain just refuses to accept any words from that whole thing, man. I mean, they see that the writing or the SHIT is definitely on the wall and it's theirs. So that's how the whole thing went. We also have some fun leaks that I'll be able to go over here after I go grab my monster and wake the hell up. And you guys talk about something in the meantime while I go grab that real quick?
Woo, talk about something fun.
Yeah, I have the earnings up right now. I got the PDF ready to go, so when we talk about it, because if you don't know how to read these things, they are being very cryptic. They're being very cryptic, and they are being very they're hiding a lot of shit.
Oh yeah.
They were calling them out left and right on the audio. And by the way, I try to do that every not that it's that exciting or anything, but I do a no commentary because a lot of people are like, I don't know why everyone's out to yell. I don't want to hear it. It's like, dude, you can do the same thing as I do. It's like free to watch it, but okay. But anyways, I put out a no comment thing. You guys can go ahead and use that in your content creation. Just ask for a little shout out. So, but if you guys want to cover the content, sweet. The video's up. It's pretty basic. I don't even have subs or subscribe or anything like that. There's zero music. Go ahead and use it. It's up. It's if you want the link, I can give that to you. But that's the whole 58 plus minutes of riveting content.
Wow.
Yeah. All right. So Waffles, you said you had the article. You know how to present to us or no?
Yeah, I do. So I also put the link in chat if anybody wants to see that, but
okay.
I can do the screen share.
Yeah, go ahead and screen share. I'm gonna put that up, and then you can scroll and do stuff while I go grab my stuff.
Grab the stuff.
Yeah, stuff and things.
Right.
Yay! Look at us. We're ruling the show, everybody. We're ruling the show.
There you go. All right, cool. I'll be right back.
So, yeah. So this is all mumbo jumbo crap that they put in here just to, the legality. They came in with their first quarter highlights. You're looking at all these numbers and it's like, yeah, they have an operating profit, but there's, they're down 24% on their revenues. And it's not surprising. I mean, this is the products that they're pushing out. And it's like, I don't know what you guys think, but it's sad when Monopoly Go was like one of their highest grossing products out there besides Magic. So, and then the other thing, like with the performance here, they smashed Outlaws into their quarterly earnings when they shouldn't have. So it's actually skewed data, and what a lot of people thinking they're going to do it is they're going to take that data again and smash it into Q2 to make it look better than it actually is. So, I mean, they're showing. Let me scroll down to, because if you look at it, there's a lot of so like right here, you look at this right here. It's Q1 of 2023. Look at the huge difference between Q1 of 2023 to Q1 of 2024.
Wow.
Like, I mean, even go back pre-COVID, they were at 492, and they're still lower than that post-COVID. Like, there's a huge drop-off in sales. The other thing is I mean, there's a lot of negative numbers, which is surprising that they are even like the shareholders are even happy about any of this. Like the dividends were paid out pretty highly to people who held the stock, and on top of that, you're looking at like the digital licensing. Wizards Tabletop was 3%. The digital was 7%. So obviously Arena has been carrying a lot of this. And so this right here, Superbacker, is Magic sales right here. This part, Wizards of the Coast. They also have the, but this is all Hasbro stuff in here too. So this is showing Wizards of the Coast margins, which 26%. That's a huge amount. That's what's carrying the ship is Wizards of the Coast. The other thing that they talked about that I was listening to, and then I've heard from other people, I'm trying to find it here. Here it is. Revenue decline for Wizards of the Coast and digital gaming. They're expecting a 3 to 5%. Honestly, I think that's a small number compared to what we're actually going to see. If you take out Outlaws of Thunder Junction Q2, it's going to be like 15%. Because Modern Horizons is the only thing that's going to prop that up.
Oh, yeah.
So, again, I mean, it's all corporate BS. We all know that they're lying about their numbers, and they're going to look better on paper to their shareholders Can you hear me super fast, or is it you?
I hear you. He's on mute.
I hear you.
Yeah, you're doing great over there,
Okay.
Waffles.
So yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be a huge decline, and the reason why we're gonna see their numbers dip even more is because they are tightening print runs. They're gonna tighten print runs on some of these sets, especially because if they don't put serialized number cards in a set, like I don't think they're going to be any serialized in Modern Horizons 3. And there's the talk of having 7 to 12 fetch lands pulled in a collector box. They're going to tank the secondary market. People are going to stop buying the product because it's so high costed that they're going to see a huge dip in revenue. Now, we'll see with the printing of Modern Horizons 3 what the print run looks like, but I think they're going to go along the lines of MH2. And MH2, there's still product out there. How many years later? So it'll be interesting to see. But in the grand scheme of all of this, they basically lied to our faces about everything, and they're just making everything. They're fudging the numbers and cooking the books to make it look good when it really isn't. And we're going to see that in Q2. I guarantee it. Anybody else have any thoughts?
I would like to know how much of Wizards numbers that they're putting in, like how much they're relying on Wizards to make them look good. Like that'd be interesting to fully factor in.
That's right. Benson, hello. S90, real quick.
I
Ian,
find up here.
Anchor, Festival.
I mean,
Carry
unless
on.
there's some collusion between a Wizards financial.
Hold on. One second, guys. I rudely cut off Tortoise. Please carry on, Tortoise.
Sorry, I'm doing a sneaky project in the background as we're talking. I was trying to say is like I'd really like to know how much of Wizards is pushing their profits, like that they're using to skew the numbers to make them look good.
Well, they have to skew all of them.
Well, I mean, right there, you can see on the screen what the numbers are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Out of their 757 million in revenue, 316 of it came from Wizards of the Coast and digital gaming.
Good. Wow. I'm glad you could break that up because that made no sense to me.
It's almost half.
Yeah, because look at their operating loss profit. Like they made 123 million profit off of the over Wizards and digital. Their combined profit and loss across all of this is 149. So 123 of that 149 is Wizards and digital gaming.
Wow.
That's pretty crazy. So,
and they put all the effort into it. Yeah.
Yeah, they need look
at their operating margins. They're huge.
Yeah, like what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say is Hasbro needs a way to make things like their top dog in comparison to what Wizards of the Coast. You know, right now it looks like Wizards of the Coast is being a crutch for them.
Mm-hmm. They are.
Well, regardless, so Waffles, you nailed
to answer my super question.
What?
Yeah, they're tightening print runs to save money. They've already saved money by getting rid of employees. Like they're the sign knowing that there is a struggle, that something is not going the direction they wanted. And so they're trying to get ahead of it now by doing some of the things they're doing and tightening print runs on sets and everything, because those aren't their cash cows. Their cash cows are the sets that have the valuable reprints in them, like case in point, Modern Horizons 3, or like the Fallout Commander stuff. That was a huge cash cow for them, which some of these IPs are going to be what they're trying to save on. Like Marvel, they're betting big on Marvel. And even though it's only Commander stuff, they're betting huge on it. But the thing is if they turn around and F it up and do it in a way that makes everyone reject the product, they're screwed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're trying to nickel and dime everything as well. So, it's going to be expensive. And I wonder how the pre-orders were at the full boat 500. Because I know they were, I knew for sure they had at least 1,000 up. Those that don't care, thinking, okay, well, they'll price match or meet or beat whatever market is. So there's that. But yeah, I think it was kind of wise of them to do it that way. Because everyone was complaining when they dropped the price immediately, and it's below distribution pricing. So
Yep.
Carry on,
I wouldn't be surprised if the success of Monopoly Go translates into other of their older style games into something digital, because that has done really well in the digital market. So it wouldn't be surprising if they come out with some other game. I can't even think of any other games they have, but where they make it into a digital platform like Monopoly Go. And for some reason, people are spending money on Monopoly Go. I have no idea why you would even spend money on this crap, but people are spending a lot of money on it for some reason.
It must be, you get X amount of free energy to go and do things, and then they time you out waiting on their turn. So, not time you out, but you know what I mean? Where you have to pay X something to move to the next spot or to roll, and, you got to pay X amount to keep playing. Pay to play, or...
Yeah.
Pay to win, not free to play, but pay to win kind of thing. Yeah, there's tons of microtransactions. I don't have it because if I'm gonna be bored and play Monopoly, I want to do it with my friends and family. I not necessarily on the go.
Yep.
But no, it's what's that? Oh yeah, way more fun to rage quit in person. Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. The other thing too is they have Monopoly Go, Magic the Gathering products. They done pissed off most D&D, but WotC's pretty much holding up a huge portion of the company. Other than that, they got Peppa Pig and Monopoly Go. That's it. Everything else is kind of meh or not doing well. It's pretty bad. Carry on, sir.
I pretty much said everything I need to say.
Oh, okay. Do you just translate numbers, or? Yeah, I thought you were reading an article or something.
Well, this is their literal PDF that they put out for the consumer to see all of the numbers and everything. It's basically this slide right here says it all. Wizards of the Coast is propping up Hasbro, and they're going to continue to milk this cash cow. Now, if they're smart about it, which I don't want to give Chris Cox any credit, but I mean, he has been able to find ways to continue to milk the cow, even though she's running dry, by moving on from their own IP to collaborating IPs. But eventually you're going to get to the point where you're going to run out of IPs to collaborate. I think the main direction they need to go back to is going back to the heart of Magic, the lore, all of the stuff with it, and creating a storyline again that is of their own, with the Urza's Brothers War type and Dominaria and the whole Ice Age and the Phyrexians and everything that they've ever created. They need to come up with a new they need to bring back their lore department or hire people that actually know what the hell they're doing and create a story, because as much as we love to play the game, the story is a big part of the game too, like correlating the cards with the story. And
For real.
It you know, it paints a picture. It makes you feel. So I think they're cutting corners in the wrong spots to save money, and it's going to hurt them in the long run. And we're going to see that in the next couple quarters.
Yep.
Oh yeah. No doubt at all. I agree with you there. I mean, honestly, they're really pushing towards digital. It makes sense. I mean, there's not as many kids really playing with toys. It's just mainly adults that are milking nostalgia, you know, for them. But I mean, there's only so many versions of you know, the one G.I. Joe that you could keep reprinting, you know. But as far as Magic goes, dude, honestly, I hope they don't write anything for a couple of years till hopefully a certain phase is phased out, because honestly, the writing's been horrible even before they got rid of a bunch of people. Know what I mean?
Yeah, and I kind of see the theme that's kind of getting played out right now with like, let's look at murders, let's look at outlaws. There's Bloomborough coming, and there's Duskmorrow or Morn or whatever the hell it is. There seems to be this weird kind of like good and evil theme that seems to be like with Wilds too. Like Wilds kind of mixed in with Phyrexian, but if you look at like the fairy tale, you have good, you have evil, you know, things like that. It almost feels like they're trying to create this sense that there's something bigger coming, because of the like, oh, we're gonna go on a crime spree and rob a train, and there's a murder at the manor, and then, you know, Bloomborough is gonna have some kind of questing type thing to it. It seems like, so it almost feels like they're trying to set us up in a way of like, there's gonna be this good versus evil thing coming, but it's kind of being full and not being told who the next big baddie is, like Nicobolus or the Phyrexians or something. I think there's something lurking in the background, or at least I hope there is. You know, if you're going to do storytelling and you're trying to foreshadow, that's what you want to do. But I mean, I'm probably giving too much credit to Wizards by saying all that.
You are. I mean, there's always going to be the classic trope of good versus evil. But that line's kind of been, was it mollified, or I don't know? It's kind of been blended, you know, as blended, certain, certain things or certain people's have to align with ideology. They can't do the full good versus evil, and that kind of limits them too. So it limits a lot of creativity, and basically, as far as story goes, it's definitely weakened that down a lot. Perps, you were going to say something? Where are you, Perps? Oh, I thought I saw him sneak through. Tortoise, did you have something to say on that?
Well, so to be honest with you, with the whole thing, like I'm kind of find fault to this issue too, where I work really hard on certain projects so I can be lazier in the future, and it feels like, I almost called them Facebook, but it feels like Hasbro has done that so much. They worked really hard for a while. They used to make really good products and Wizards of the Coast too, but now it feels like that they've gone to a point where they can be lazy with it. And, you know, like I've said before, you know, back in the day, they used to kiss our butts to get what they want. You know, they'd give us cool stuff. They would promote cool shit. But now they expect us to buy it. Like it feels like they don't have to work for our love anymore.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now that they're doing that, they're going to end up losing that love. They don't realize that.
Yeah, for sure. TCG dude.
Yo, I'm over here in the kitchen making some chow mein while y'all are talking.
Nice.
Yeah. Right. Honestly, yeah, it's the writing's on the wall, or it's a sinking ship. You know, I left a kitchen job recently. Well, semi-recently, because the people there were just not doing their job very well. My coworkers, the management wasn't helping or doing anything like fixing up equipment or anything. And you know, it was like, okay, yeah, I can do the same thing better elsewhere for probably more money. And you know, you just gotta part ways sometimes. And I'm not surprised that Cynthia did that. She was like, you know what? Not my circus, not my monkeys anymore. You know what I'm saying? And as far as the trajectory of Hasbro, and well, actually, Wizards is fine, but Hasbro, maybe something else. You know, they have a different future lurking for them. So yeah, I want to pass the baton.
I hear that. And as far as you know, when Cynthia Williams announced that she will be no longer CEO for WotC.
President.
President, excuse me. I keep saying that. President for WotC. You know, I don't think they're going to replace her with anyone better. I don't think, you know. So I don't think much things are going to change. They have their set movement, you know, forward. And we know what they're doing for the next, at least for the next year, maybe two. So they're going to keep on that schedule. We still don't know all the sets that are coming out next year, but we have a good idea as they put out that thing. So they're going to carry forth with that. It's really weird that next month they're actually not releasing a product, so we get a little break. That's very interesting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about on Superfast's show who we think would be the best replacement for her, and we came to the agreement of like Gavin Verhey, because he's been he's been kind of the poster boy.
Well, yeah, I mean, it certainly won't be Rosewater, but I mean, they have their own little. I mean, they have their own little place in the company, so I don't think that they will go for Vorhey, Blake, or Rosewater. So, I mean, they might get someone else in from another company, unlike what they said that they want to promote within. So, it's going to be very interesting who they decide to pick for that. But they already have their stuff locked in motion as far as what they're going to be doing moving forward. I mean, we get that 1 month, and then after that, you know, I don't know. Did you notice that a lot of people are jumping ship? Yeah, I guess so. Do you think Magic would ever go back to one box? Oh man, no.
Nope.
I don't think so. I wish they can go to TSR, just one, you know, one box, one shot, one kill. Let's go. I mean, you know, if you want a lot of cards or better chances, you got to buy more.
Yeah, we crossed the line. We got too much. Like, what would they do? Go down to a collector's box? Because we're already used to the cool renditions of cards now. It's every day. You know, even play boosters. What are you gonna do? Just go down?
They
and play
can't
boosters?
go to. I mean, play boosters was kind of their answer, but they can't go to collectors only because it's not draftable. So, as much as
we're gonna have a collector box.
Yeah. Well, they can't necessarily do that, even though it's close. I mean, they were like, "Oh yeah, no, this is better." Yeah, BS. They wanted $180 on the low for the play booster, and then your next option would have been $250 retail for collectors, and you know, people aren't having it. So I'm glad that people aren't having it. You know, we're voting with their wallet as best as we can, because you know, Timmy's be folding. They will be they don't care, they'll buy. So it's really hard to get a united front as far as you know, sticking it to them, saying that we don't appreciate that. but you could see that in the market. The market's rejecting a lot of the products. So I'm really surprised that Outlaws is doing as well as it is. I mean, but you also have essentially an additional product combined with it. That's why we have so many freaking mythics this time around, and the pulls are better. So, player standpoint, this set's kind of awesome in that regard, because not only can you get one mythic a pack, but you could get a potential of up to 4, and that's just in the play booster. So I think that when they combined the two, it was great. It's a little confusing and a bit much on how many mythics you have potential to getting, but most people have been blessed. I know we had a box here on the channel; it wasn't that great, but other boxes were. So on that front, I think it's cool.
Bro, yeah, I
think if they ever do away with play boosters,
and
if they ever do away with play boosters, we're screwed.
Yep.
Oh, go ahead, TCG dude.
Oh, my bad, bro. You're always talking about the multiple mythics, and yeah, man, I thumbed through the last box battle that I was a part of on your channel, and
oh, dude,
bro, getting a Jace and a Lotus ring in the same pack.
Yeah,
come on.
I know. I gotta do a clip of that, man. I know. I have to clip a bunch of stuff, but yes, big congrats on that pack, bro. That was amazing.
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. But no, just in general, it's a little redonkulous as far as game design goes. Like, it's fun, it feels really good, but like, is it healthy overall is the big question.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Oh, okay. Did we miss something?
Yeah, so the whole thing with play boosters, okay. If they ever get rid of those, we're screwed. Like, they won't ever do limited at the Pro Tours anymore, and then that's a sign that we're starting to lose competitive Magic, because the play boosters are what keep draft alive, draft and sealed. And if those go away, we won't have draft and sealed anymore.
Yeah, they're trying to revitalize it. I actually saw Wizards of the Coast post a video up talking about cards he saw on Pro Tour, which is them stepping in directions and, hey, we're trying to highlight the Pro Tour. They can't, yeah, you're right. They can't get rid of play boosters. We don't have draft boosters anymore. And we can't go back to the draft boosters because play boosters are so much better in essence that we find ourselves banal compared to play boosters.
Okay.
Yeah, and to answer Michael Superbacker's question, when the first collector boxes came out, which was Throne of Eldraine, I remember a lot of people were kind of hesitant at first on them, because they were like, wait, you're telling me I get 12 packs instead of 36, and I have
I remember that.
Maybe I get some more rares, but yeah, it wasn't received as well right away. And then as we got to like a Qore and some of the other ones, then people started to realize like this was going to be the new norm, just like with play boosters. I don't think Karlov Manor did very well because it was the first iteration of play boosters. And on top of that, the reason why Thunder is doing so much better than Manors is, like you said, there's an extra set pushed into it. So we have so many more mythics. But in the long run, I think Manor is going to do better than Thunder Junction, because the cards in Manor are really good. People are just upset because they're not getting their quote-unquote value back when they buy the box. And now that boxes have fallen to like 100, 110, they're worth buying now, because there's a lot of good cards in the set that you can make your money back in a box of, Karlov Manor. But with Outlaws of Thunder Junction, you've got the Prosperity newspaper cards in there. You've got the bonus sheet cards. Breaking news. And then you got the bonus sheet of the Mythics galore. And then you have your regular sheet. And then there's the whole chase of hitting some of these special guests and Mana Drain and all this other stuff in the collector boxes. So it's much more appetizing to the Timmies that want to just open boxes to try to hit the big cards than a box like Karlov Manor. So that's why I feel that, yes, Outlaw is performing better than Manor, but that's only going to last for a little bit longer, because I've looked at card prices of like Overwhelming Forces, for example. That card, when it first came out, it was like a $6 or $7 card for the one in Thunder Junction. Now I think it's like 50 cents. So a lot of these cards that are getting reprinted on these bonus sheets are just getting nuked, just like when they did it for Wilds of Eldraine. It's just absolutely driving the price of these cards down to where it's making it cheaper for some of these players to get in and make their EDH decks better, but it's also hurting everything else. So I don't see Thunder hanging up there in the 140s per box too much longer.
Yeah, but just like with Markov, people are like, well, the value's in the collector, so why even touch the play booster? Granted, this time around,
well, you eventually get to a point where it becomes so cheap that you have to buy it. Like, it gets to a point where if for some reason Karlov Manor got to $80 a box, I'd buy like 10 boxes. Mm-hmm. Because it's just cheap enough to just buy and get some value out of it.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot more cards in this set that are, more playable even than Markov, So I agree with you. Now, overall, though, there's another issue with Hasbro with cutting corners is I don't really collect toys anymore. I never really have, except for when I was a kid. But most of the toys they're putting out is very cheap quality. I mean, we have problems with the foils, bro. That we're talking their quality control on the regular toy products isn't that great.
You can't really blend the two.
What's that?
You can't blend Magic and toy collecting together.
Well, no, I'm talking about Hasbro as a overall. I mean, they're working on their gaming departments more and their digital departments because they are kind of phasing out toys, and that's what they started as a toy company. So,
they always boy oh boy, it's a Hasbro toy is one of their initial. Dude, I've been a fan of Hasbro for years. Right. And I never really say it because we talk trash on them a lot anymore. But I used to write Hasbro a lot. When I was a kid, talking about Beast Wars and stuff like mail, physical mail media. But anyways, but like back then, toys were for kids. Toys were for us kids. Nowadays, toys aren't for kids. Like they make toys for kids, but kids ain't playing with toys unless they're babies. Toys are being sold only to adults. That's where the market is. That's why I'm struggling. Adult money is buying adult toys. That sounds weird, but you know what I mean.
Magic, I think they would make more money if they made certain things adult toys.
but with Magic, they're trying to
Magic. All right, where did it go?
Carry on, Tortoise.
Well, what I'm saying is with Magic the Gathering, they're trying to reach different generations. They're trying to keep new people in. They're trying to satisfy the older player. And they're trying to generate a mix of both by getting collectors young and early. Right. But, that's on top of all the mess ups of people not getting into collecting. Because, a lot of the older guys who were into Magic got out of Magic, but there's a lot of people who are fighting to stay into Magic. But that's the difference between Hasbro's. Most of their toys are that are making the profits and they're making the sales are for adult people with adult money. Where Magic the Gathering, they're trying to skewer multiple generations. Where Hasbro's suffering because the electronics division of our world is kind of taking over. Kids with iPhones, iPads. Pretty soon a microchip. Who knows? It's really weird. It's a heavy topic to get into, and I don't know how to get into it. That kind of topic even further. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's true as well. People aren't into physical toys anymore. Only old ones sell. Yeah, I mean, nowadays you pop a tablet into your kid's hands, or they're on their cell phone. So a lot of physical things besides apparel, which they have been Hasbro has been breaking into apparel a lot more lately, and it makes sense. If they stuck to their own IP and developed on that, is what we've been saying over here on the Magic side. For sure. I did get that. Thank you. Well, I'll try to incorporate that later. Well, guys, we could get back to this topic, but I did set a folder aside so we can actually cover some MH3 spoilers if you guys want to do that for a minute, because I know we're getting all bummed out over here.
MH3 probably the best set of the year.
Yeah. We're gonna say Waffles?
Absolutely.
Oh,
no, I was gonna say it's absolutely.
I agree with this notion.
I was like, you're like, ha ha ha, and then like comes to you, fair. Okay. Oh boy. Where's the rest of it, bruh? Well,
that's what she said.
Yeah, this is weird. Why is it? All right. Well, we have 2 in there. I don't know why it's being weird on the other ones, but here's an actual leak. Some of you guys have seen it maybe on Reddit. However, this one I'm not too happy about. I'm glad it's on a body that's killable. But in the tribe that it's in, it's pretty easy to get out. Fortunately for me, I do have basics on my deck, so they're just harder to come by. But yeah, this card, bruh. Tortoise.
Nice. Harbinger of the Seas. It's a merfolk for a 2/2. Costs a generic and 2 blue. Non-basic lands are islands. It's Blood Moon, but are on a merfolk and for islands.
Yeah, I mean they have had a Blood Moon on a stick before. It's also a 2/2. So now we have this one, which I'm sort of glad they held off on for blue, because they don't really need that much help, and here we don't help them even more.
DJ's reached his peak in Magic.
And made the
best blue card ever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You also notice that. So when they put Blood Moon on a stick, it was 2 generic and a red. So it's much easier to splash in certain decks. Whereas this is double blue and a generic. So it's a lot harder to splash. So they did make it to where it is very niche. Like it's definitely going in Merfolk, mono blue Merfolk. Or maybe like a blue white or blue black version. But it's definitely not as powerful as Maximum because of that situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what's interesting is most Harbingers in Magic tutor for a creature that's type. This one doesn't.
Oh, yeah. What do you think, TCG dude?
I like it a lot.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
Yeah, it's about honestly, Magic is known for. I mean, I guess players have come to know cycles of cards, whether it's land cycles, creature cycles. So this is just one of those, new cycles, I suppose. And I'm curious to see how long it'll take until the cycle is complete.
Yeah. I'm wondering. Oh, we lost Waffles. I'm wondering if they're gonna have that land like Urborg, and Yavimaya. Are they gonna have that all lands are islands land as well? I mean, if they do, that would be like, oh, great.
Watch. DJ is going to open like 5 boxes of Modern Horizons 3, and he'll pull like 12 of these.
Dude, I will. I just will. I know it. Everything can be an adult heavy tryhard. Oh boy. That's right. Anybody got the Fallout SL? Got the 3X for a friend. The what? Oh, Secret Lair. Okay. Got all 3 of them.
Nope.
Yeah. The other one that is pulling up here, I got to figure out a creative way of getting the other ones presented because for some reason does not want to pick it up. So here is a screenshot. Dude, the quality on these are horrendous. So this is the best I could get on these. Here is this one.
Oh, the Nokia quality.
Yeah, like I don't know. I mean, it must be if you're gonna leak something, you got to make sure that it's on a Nokia phone from the late 80s. You know, not even 90s. There we go. We got the Null Drifter.
Oh,
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
Nice. Annihilator 1.
Annihilator 1. Convoke for 2. Oh man, it's Null Drifter, but it's called Null Drifter. Has 7 mana
Evoke.
cost. And has Evoke. Yes.
Thank you, Waffles.
This is beautiful.
If this had Convoke, it'd be even better. But no, it has Evoke.
Evoke. Come on.
But flying in Annihilator 1 even, that's just like, wow. 7 for a 4/4. When you cast a spell, draw 2 cards. That's pretty good. Replaces itself.
Is
Flying
that an
Annihilator 1
or a rare?
It's a rare.
It is rare. Okay. Yeah, I mean the quality of these are phenomenal. I mean, oh my god, that's so pristine. And the Convoke for 3.
Everybody,
Mm.
just take a moment. Just let it sink in. On the storm scale, we're seeing Annihilator coming back.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and this on a flying, bruh.
and the fact that it's 7 mana perfect Tron, you know what I'm saying? If it was 8, it would be a little watered down, but it's gonna be mean.
It looks rare, but now I'm wondering if it's uncommon because it doesn't seem rare worthy.
Hey, Pawz Brown, how you doing? Yeah.
No, I think it is uncommon because of the symbol almost looks like the card, the gray in the background there.
It could. It looks kind of gold on my end, but I'm looking at it. I'm like, really, this is not really rare worthy. So, but the 7 mana
It's a black
4/4
blue dress.
Yeah.
With a black blue dress. I get it. That was an early 2000s reference.
Okay.
You old fogies.
Oh, wow. There we go. All right. This one was spoiled a little.
You know why
while
that's
ago.
7 mana is for Tron.
Well, they don't want to. Well, Drazi's usually cost a lot in mana value, and they want to break a color spell, even though it's not technically colors because there's a blue activation cost.
Okay.
Well, I mean, look at Eldritch
with me
Moon,
here.
what they did with some of the Eldrazi spawns in there. They had colored mana.
Right, but
for the emerge cost.
And they didn't give them Annihilator, and they didn't overpower them. Except
all right, for some reason it won't let me post this up as I did before, but here we go. Hillbilly, you got this one. It's pretty gnarly.
All right, Grist, voracious larva, 1 green, legendary creature, insect with death touch, 1/2, not bad. When Grist, voracious larva, or another creature enters a battlefield under your control, if it enters from your graveyard or you cast it from your graveyard, you may pay 1 green. If you do, exile Grist, then return it to the battlefield transform under its owner's control. So then it turns into Grist, the Plague Swarm, Planeswalker. +1, create a 1/1 black and green insect creature token. Then mill 2 cards. Put a death touch counter on the token if a black card was milled this way. -2, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Then -6, for each creature card in your graveyard, create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 1/1 black and green insect. It comes in with 3 loyalty. Too bad. It looked good with a black Death Touch tribal.
Yeah. It's pretty interesting.
I actually play Janky Abzan in Modern, and I have 2 variants of it, and one of them is a Grist insect deck. So this gets me so excited, bro.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
This card is really easy to flip.
Yeah.
Not only that, it's 1 for a 1/2 Death Touch. No one wants to block it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah. I'm really excited to have a better.
You play like Gravecrawler or the Bloodgeist or whatever, the Landfall Vampire that comes. Like, there's so many cards to play with this that can easily flip this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, they got those new plot.
Yeah, Brian.
That would flip this. No. Plot comes from exile. It don't come from a graveyard. No, that plot wouldn't work.
I like that it also has a straight target
so
artifact or enchantment, so it's pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yes. Pawz says yes, sir. Bloodgeist. Let's go. Hell yeah. All right. And moving on. Boom. TCGDude, you got this one. Little Row that we can actually play in red for Commander because there's.
Give me a moment. I'm actually on my phone, so this is super small for me. But I do have you up on the PC as well. Let's see if I can enhance image. Remember when that was a thing?
Enhance.
Yeah.
Enhance.
Yeah. All right, so we have a legendary creature that flips into a planeswalker named Monsoon Mage on the front that has a mana cost of a red and generic. It's a legendary creature, human wizard, 1/3. And its text box says instants and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Whenever you cast an instant or a sorcery spell during your turn, flip a coin. If you lose the flip, Ral deals 1 damage to you. If you win the flip, you may exile Ral. If you do, return him onto the battlefield, transformed under his owner's control. Alright, it's going to be Ral Living Prodigy, I believe, on the back end here for the Planeswalker. It's a 2 loyalty Planeswalker. It's +1 reads. Oh, I'm sorry. It's static. Says Ral enters the battlefield with an additional loyalty counter on him for each instant and sorcery spell you cast this turn. So he's going to get buffed up from Storm. Love it.
Yep.
His +1 says until your next turn, instant and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less. -2 says Ral deals 2 damage divided as you choose among 1 or 2 targets. Draw a card if you control a blue permanent other than Ral. So it's like an Electrolyze on a stick. That's cool. And then you got a -8 for his ultimate. Says exile the top 8 cards of your library. You may cast instant and sorcery spells from among them this turn without paying their mana cost. Oh my god. So it's like omniscience for the top 8.
Wow.
Almost. Yeah, like a water gun. Okay.
It's pretty good.
It's very interesting. Yeah. I mean, you could slot it in a red deck if you don't have blue. I mean, obviously if you want more of his abilities, but you could. So and just to get that storm off, holy crap.
Yeah, no, that's a great idea. It puts card draw in red. you could totally run that.
Yeah, finally a decent Raul card. Oh yeah, very nice.
Sounds like they're trying to bring coins back into Magic.
Oh yeah.
Could you imagine if you actually open up Magic Gathering coins and random booster packs?
Oh yeah. Well, they tried with the token for a while there. We have 2 more flip cards. And then we have to do some real work, guys, because these are like pretty bad. However, there was a kind of, it looks like someone opened up a bunch of commander packs or the commander decks themselves. So let's go ahead and look at this one here. This one's pretty badass. Waffles, if you wouldn't mind. There you go.
Holy cow.
This is more of a hillbilly one, but I'll take it. This is of House Markov. 1 and a black legendary creature, human noble with lifelink and extort, which is whenever you play, when you cast a spell, you can pay a black or a white, and each opponent loses 1 life, and you gain that life. At the beginning of your post-combat main phase, if you have gained 3 or more life this turn, exile Sorin, House of Markov, then return him to the battlefield transformed under his owner's control. Turns into a black-white planeswalker with extort as a static ability. +2, create a food token. -1, Sorin Ravenous Neonate deals damage equal to the amount of life you have gained this turn to any target. -6, gain control of target creature. It becomes a vampire in addition to its other types. Put a lifelink counter, and if you control a white permanent other than that creature or Sorin.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
Yes.
Well, it's nice to see a lot of tribal support, right? We got Insect on the last one. We got Storm, which isn't really a tribe, but it's, a very strong archetype. And then we got vampires up in the house now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yo. Yeah, I mean, it's a good
Planeswalker
direction to go. And what do you think, Tortoise?
I think the next Planeswalker is going to be awesome. Probably the coolest one.
Yep.
Yeah. Not sold on this one?
This one's all right. Like, Hillbilly should definitely put in his deck with the extort ability, but it's going to do
Yeah.
It fits the vampire deck. That's what you want.
I do run vampires.
Yes, sir. And here we go. Tortoise is pretty excited about it, so you can get this one. Dink.
Oh, yeah. I saw this one and fell in love with it.
Oh, yeah.
Tamio, Inquisitive Student. 1 blue mana. Legendary creature, Moonfolk Wizard. Flying. Whenever Tamio, Inquisitive Student attacks, investigate. Create a clue token. When you draw your 3rd card in a turn, exile Tamio, then return her to the battlefield, transformed under her owner's control. She turns to Tamio, Seasoned Scholar. With 2 loyalty, legendary planeswalker Tamio. +2 until your next turn. Whenever a creature attacks you or a planeswalker you control, it gets -1, -0 until the turn. It's going to be very limited worthy. -3. Return a target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. If it's a green card, add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. -7. Draw cards equal to half the number of cards in your library. Round it up. You get an emblem with you have no maximum hand size.
Nice.
Saucy. Those have been the
I'm
words.
telling you right now that this card is going to be a legacy show and tell.
Probably.
You got anything on it, TCG dude?
I like Tamio. She's always been, a good representation of the cynic, in planeswalkerdom. But 0-3. She can't even defend herself. Come on.
The point is to not attack with her. The point is to flip her. Pretty good.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course. I'm just just
But she's a
mucking around.
Voltron commander. She's a Voltron creature too. You can buff her Voltron to investigate, but once she flips, you want to get her to her ultimate, really. But her -3 is just going to return more power to your hand.
Yeah, having the ability to return cards from graveyard to hand is always really nice. And another, a 1-mana planeswalker. Honestly, that's actually kind of nutty bananas. I thought it would be more mana than that.
Yeah. All right. I got nothing on it, guys. It's not bad.
By brainstorming.
Yes, that's true too. This one, the new Jace. Whoo. All right. So these ones are gonna take some work, but let's see. This is the pile. We have to kind of translate from here. Really, there is some slight close-ups, but they're not that great. So here is the pile.
Wow.
Someone definitely got their decks early.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is this all? Let's see, 2. We got the Simic one. So this is 3 of the decks. Is that what I'm seeing here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's 3 of the decks. We got the Jundi one. Can't make out that one. Let me see if some of these close-ups will help.
I get one on the bottom there is Eldrazi.
Oh yeah, that's the Eldrazi one.
Yeah, but it looks like it's 5 color, unless I'm seeing it wrong.
Yeah.
It is a 5-color deck. This is what makes me want it more.
Yeah. All right. Here's the. I don't know if you guys can make out too well on this, but here's the Jund one. I could see the cost. Then it's a 5/6, but I can't really make out the rest. Or kind of can. So we have. I can't even read the name. Be honest. 2 colors. Huh?
I can't read.
It's Dina the Restless.
Oh, okay. Okay, now I see that. Yeah, 2 colorless, a black, a red, and a green. Whenever a Lamagoyf permanent is put into your graveyard from, I can't make that word out.
Anywhere onto the
dude, even with my glasses.
If it gets
go ahead.
From anywhere other than the battlefield, put it onto the battlefield.
Oh,
whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, create a Tarmogoyf token.
Okay. Interesting. Well, usually it would say what's on that Tarmogoyf token, but all right. That's cool. See if we got another one here.
It's probably Tarmogoyf itself, so it's still going to have the same like power and toughness like regular Tarmogoyf.
Huh. Yeah. We have an elemental that's kind of broken off. I can't really see it too well. But we got was a Tyrell Monk Ancient. Again, these are just what was found online, guys. Let me see if we got another picture here. Here we go. There's some more Eldrazi. If you guys can make out any of them, let me know.
Somebody needs to take some photography classes.
Yeah.
Right.
You gotta. I mean, add on dirty sheets, bro. This is prime quality here, guys. I mean, yay. Can you guys make out anything in chat, maybe? Or if anyone's found any better res, I doubt it. But...
Are we still looking at the elemental one?
Yeah,
because that's what I see.
Magic Historian showed them all.
Yep, he did. He certainly did. Here we go.
Wow.
You can kind of make out some of them.
Gaze upon their glory.
Honestly, nothing.
We got more
right now. I mean, it all looks like typical Commander stuff.
Yep. Here's another one. Well, these are the Commander decks, so I don't know if one of you guys want to attempt at this one. Here is the Face Commander right there.
Well, see, it has Devoid on it.
It's a Devoid. Yeah.
It's a 5-color colorless creature.
Yep. I see. Whenever you cast
an
Eldrazi spell,
when you exile the top card of your library to reveal Eldrazi spell, and you may play it, may cast it. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I just totally made that shit up.
No, it says whenever you cast an Eldrazi spell, pay. It looks like 4 and like a colorless symbol. So like a waste. If you do, copy all spells you control, then copy all other activated and triggered abilities you control. You may choose new targets for those copies.
Wow. I know Tortoise wants this deck.
That is true.
Yo,
that is also true.
There's a lot of color. I might need it because there's a lot of colorless Eldrazi in there. New ones too. So okay, let's see if we can get another one up here. All right. Oh, okay. We got a better close up kinda of Omo, Queen of Vesuva.
Queen of Vesuva.
Yeah, I can't make out the rest. I see whenever Homegirl enters the battlefield as a vehicle. Wait, what? No, I can't read it. As a vehicle. I was like, wait a minute. No. What?
Legendary. It's a legendary creature shapeshifter. I do know it's a shapeshifter, but that's all I can make out. Whenever
it's something to do with lands. I can't read everything, but it has something to, like on the bottom ones. It says each land blank, and then each non-land blank. So it looks like it says when it enters the battlefield or attacks, put an everything counter on up to one target land or non something up to and one target something else. And then it says each land with an everything counter on it is every land type in addition to its other types. Each non-land something with an everything counter on it is something. So it has to do with lands.
Okay. Man, you got way more out of it than I did. It's like I'm squinting here, practically mounting my computer with my eyeballs, trying to see it, and it's not working out. All right, here's another one.
Yeah.
All right, so you see a lot more colorless Eldrazi there. So I'm like, I might need it just to spruce up the old deck. Can any of you guys make out any of these?
There's an Oblivion Sower.
Okay.
I don't know. Wish I could.
Holy shit! So the bottom middle is Ulamog's something like Breadshire or something Shire. It's a vigilance ward. Sacrifice a permanent with mana value 1 or greater, or like that. It says tap. Create a 10/10 colors Eldrazi artifact something. So it's like a creature of some kind. But it costs 10 to cast it, and it makes it tap it with vigilance.
That's worth it. It's 10 and vigilance. I think it's worth it.
Then there's
got another one over there with Overload.
Yeah, the one next to it, target creature you control gains protection from each other something until end of turn. So if you overload it, then all your creatures get that.
Oh, wow. Trying to see the up top, like.
So the Ulamog's Dreadspire costs 10 mana. So 10/10 with Vigilance. Ward. Sacrifice a permanent with mana value 1 or greater. And has tap, create a 10/10 color, so draws a creature token.
No, nice.
Yep.
Ooh, there's some spicy things in here.
Oh, yeah. Let's see, we got another one here.
And I can tell that they're bringing colorless symbols back in this set.
Bringing what?
Colorless mana symbols in this set. They're bringing it back.
Waste.
More.
Waste.
Don't talk about my waist size.
Right. Okay. We saw these two here. Oh, moving on. Okay, that is it, guys. Can you guys make out any more of whoa on this one here? Because there's like a lot of
needing to go to the eye doctor.
Yeah, I know, right? You need eye doctor. Yeah, I really can't make out more, but I do like there's a lot of colorless spells on this page that the dread size seems pretty decent. I will say that. I can't really make out the rest. Let me know in chat, guys, if you can decipher more or if you have more info on any of these. That would be cool. Okay, I close out some of these so I can see the tabs. So that is it for that. I haven't seen any other ones, so I just kind of want to cover those. So that some of them seem pretty cool. All right. Oh, yeah, I can finally see the tab. Woot. So anything excited for out of those?
I'm excited for Eldrazi, not for energy.
Yeah, me too. I'm excited for the Eldrazi's myself.
Eldrazi. And that Tameo. Tameo looks pretty cool. And
here we go.
And I heard if you send Captain Waffles a box, you get 10 years of good luck.
So someone had made fake cards out of this. So let's go ahead and go check that out. So someone actually spruced them up a little bit. Was it Commander Quarters? I think. Wait, where did you go, dude? Man.
What the hell?
The hell you say? Oh, I see. It's on a different thingamajig. Okay. And think. We get to see this guy's mug. All right. But at least I can move around with it. So that works. There we go. Modern Horizons 3 leaks. So someone actually did the cards. There you go. So it's 2 and or that color, all 5 devoid. Whenever you cast an Eldrazi spell, you may pay 2. If you do, copy all spells you control, then copy all other activated and trigger abilities you control, and choose new targets for the copy. Woo.
Whew. Sounds like such a weird card.
Oh, here's the Jundi one for the Lurgoyf. King of Lurgoyf, 2 colorless, a black, a red, and a green for a 5/6. Whenever a Lurgoyf is put into your graveyard from anywhere, put the battlefield. Excuse me.
Put it
anywhere but the battlefield. Yeah. Okay. Put it into the battlefield. Yeah. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, create a Termagoyf token. Neat. Oh, there's Omo, Shapeshifter Noble. Interesting. When there's a battlefield or attack.
Creatures and lands.
Put a everything counter on one target creature and up to one target land. Creatures, everything counters on them are every creature type. Okay, and then the lands with are every land type. Oh, interesting.
Interesting. That's interestingly weird.
Yeah.
I kind of like that though.
Huh.
He kind of likes it.
The art's cool. Craven Undertaker.
You wouldn't like it. It's a John color. It's not blue.
Yeah, I don't exactly. One black, a black, a red, and a green. Craven the Undertaker gets +X/+0, where X is the greatest power among creature cards in your graveyard. Whenever Craven the Undertaker attacks, each player mills a card. Okay. During each of your turns, you may play a card or cast a spell from among cards in graveyards that were put there from libraries. Interesting.
Nice.
Hey, what's up, Juggalo Kev? Sorry. Yeah, got excited. What? Put an Omo in the Eldrazi deck. Oh, boy. Yeah. Right. Okay, let's go back here. All right. So Craven looks cool. We got the Mog Ancient. Tortoise, you got this one?
Sure. 2 generic, a green and a blue, 2/4 legendary creature elemental. When Joya Mog Ancient, I hope I say that right, enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 green forest Dryad creature token. Oh, Dryad Arbor token, basically. For each time you cast your commander from the command zone in this game. At the beginning of each combat, creatures you control get +X/+X until in turn, where X is its power. Pretty good.
Wow. Oh, here we go. Colorless Eldrazi. Hell yeah. Spawn Bed Protector for 7. Beginning of your end step, return up to one target Eldrazi creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Create 2 1/1 colorless Eldrazi Cyan tokens. You can sack it and add a colorless mana. Woo, doggy.
That ramps you. Nice.
Yeah. Nice. Very nice. All right. Get a couple more here. Oh, Inverse Behemoth. 2 colorless and 2 colorless and 2 colorless. At the beginning of combat on your turn, switch the power and toughness of any number of target creatures until end of turn. Whew.
Interesting. Weird, but interesting.
I like how they put the legendary border on it, even though it's not a legendary creature.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. But also, like, I mean, not that anyone's really rocking walls, but I mean, if you had no tokens on Tamio, she count.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I used to actually run a janky combo in Time Spiral era, like OG Time Spiral, with the Serenib Sorcerer and this other like Merfolk that would turn a creature into a 0/2, and then the other like Merfolk would switch its power and toughness to kill the creature. Yeah.
My friend Andrew used to play that combo in standard too.
Nice. Yeah, it's fun. So that's
like a Choreomancer or something. Turns them into a sheep.
Yeah, there's the Venomancer that does that too. Yep.
Well, I mean, you would end up sacking this because it would turn itself into a 2. But I mean, I could definitely see this for a combo enabler, especially anything that does like minus something like Toxic Deluge, for example, or other things like that. You would end up killing this, but you could make this a board wipe essentially.
No, you're totally misunderstanding the power of this though. So you play a walls deck.
Oh no, I'm just saying another strategy, but go ahead.
Like you play a walls deck, and you can slide this into your walls deck to just in case someone gets rid of your combo piece to make them tack the way you want to. This will fix that problem. This will turn 6 8s into 8 6s. It's to screw around with combat, but like on the other side, you can turn like a a 2/12 into a 12/2. So yeah, like you got to see more than half of its capability. This card will wreck days in the right deck.
Yeah,
no, I again, Tortoise, I see that. I'm just saying, like, you could do this to wipe stuff because it is any number of target creatures. You don't even have to target this. So
right
there you go.
Like there's a spell that costs a generic 2 black that turns all creatures into 0/1s with no abilities. You play that first, then cast this second, then you, at the beginning of your combat step, turn them into 1/0s and destroy the board like you were saying earlier.
Sudden spoiling.
Right.
Sudden spoiling, that's right. That's some sick artwork.
Hell yeah. Oh, very nice. I'm stoked on this one. I guess I will have to pick up the Eldrazi deck as well as my Jundi deck. We were able to translate this one.
You target all the things, and then you hit Sudden Spoiling because that's split second. Because in Sudden Spoiling will give them all 0/1, and then the trigger or the ability of that will go off and kill everything.
Yo. So we saw this one.
Yep.
Okay. Cyan Uliak. Nice. 7 for an 8/6. Whenever you attack, choose odd or even. Oh wow. Creatures with mana value of that quantity can't block this turn. All right, so lighter version of Void. Each other colorless creature you control has Bloodthirst 3. What is Bloodthirst again?
So Bloodthirst is when you've dealt combat damage that turn, it enters the battlefield with 3/+1 counters.
Oh, okay, got it. Nice.
It's a Ravnican thing. You'd get it.
Yo, Dink. Art's cool on it.
There's the card that does the overload.
Target you control gains protection from each color until end of turn.
That's pretty good. Pretty solid. And overload, that's going to be a nuts little card in Legacy. Maybe Modern.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, all creatures that will probably be what the overload is. Oh, man.
Yeah, people are hyped up. They're looking at that picture and like, man, DJ put his art on a card?
Yeah, right? That's what it looks like when I wake up.
Right? Hair all over your face, droop down like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow, craziness, guys. Craziness. That's pretty good. Hey, Stormtrooper, how you doing, buddy? How you doing?
Well, you Stormtrooper, you made the show. You actually hit the mark.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, the commander sets are going to be pretty baller. Yeah, so pretty crazy, guys. Anything else you guys want to talk about those leaks?
You know, so like there's going to be a couple of Eldrazi's in the main set. We've seen Mama Eldrazi. I wonder what else we'll see. I know we're going to see Energy in the main set, which pisses me off because I don't like Energy. But I don't care. I don't care. They're going to do what they're going to do. I just know the power level is going to be pretty neat. Like we know we're already getting like 4 different variations of everything.
Yeah, for sure. That's right. I know. He didn't use what the Empire gave him. He actually bought off market. That's why he can hit. Bangers. Yeah. Oh, snap. What's up, my dude?
Hi, Dave.
Yes. There it is.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Dave. Hi, Dave.
So,
yo.
You know, Modern Horizons 3 is going to be a banger set, even if I don't like Energy.
Yeah.
You know. Now.
Yo.
Yeah, I'm totally excited to see what's in it. What singles. I mean, can you imagine if you just buy like a few packs of a set and pull one of the best cards in the set?
Right?
Right? Like I did? I got
Oh yeah, Attitude. Let us know what you got him at, bro. Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. Got him to the list.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm still waiting on pricing. What I was able to put up, they've already beat. So it's just like, well, I hope that I really hope that, you know, if it does go down low, we'll be able to have some MH3 on this channel. I don't know, man. I can't compete at the moment, so probably not. Let's see. Oh, you sent me more? Okay.
You know what you should do? Right? Because I've been quiet, I've been nice, I've been patient, right? You should show Waffles that thing. You know that thing I sent you? That thing?
Oh, yes. Uh-huh. Yep, that thing. I know. I'm getting there. Let's see.
It's for Waffles. I made it for him.
There we go. Okay. Yeah, my end it came out pretty grainy. So let me make room and see if I can mess with it.
It's a gift, so it's probably gonna be a little bit grainy. Well, it was
okay.
Made from a gift.
Chug look buttered sausage.
Sausage. Downloads. Well, let me do it here. Thought there was audio on it. No, that's not it. No. No. I know. I just was getting it from the wrong spot. Okay, here we go.
You're good. This is how behind the scenes works in real life, people. Sometimes it doesn't always come up rosebuds up.
That's right. That's right. I'm hoping to give a MH3 play booster as a grand prize for the next pool game. Nice, dude. Hell yeah. Buttered sausage. Yeah.
Buttered sausage.
There you go.
That's how waffles are made.
My internet lagged. I didn't even see it. I'll watch it later.
Oh no. Oh. That's how waffles are made.
There you go.
I saw. Yeah, that's funny.
Time capsule. What's good?
Okay. Time capsule. Yeah. Time capsule.
That's right. Mine always comes out rosebuds. That's right. Yeah, I don't even know if I could post that there, Dave. All right. Well, let's flip back to the quarter one report. So they are still recuperating and paying back on that $1 billion loss. So they're still scrambling. They're still pushing WotC to the limit. They pretty much messed up D&D. Does anyone know anything on that front? I don't really cover that or watch too much on it, but I know with the OGL a while back, that really we had M30, they had the OGL. You know, that's like the severity of it, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, look at this, right? With the D&D community, D&D is a game that about anybody can make up. You know, use your imagination. It has a set, and the D&D books are just a rule set to help guide your imagination through a storyline, right? Anything can happen. It helps build variance. Anybody with the right mindset, right knowledge bank, and everything can do that. People were not trying to break the system and make their own games like that like crazy, but we had games like Pathfinder come out and a few others. You know, but like the OGLs, like we're going to try monetizing everything, you know. But the one thing that was wrong between like Magic and D&D is you can't really monetize it unless people are willing to report the money, the usage of it. It was stupid. Then trying to go digital is just insane. Now they have more power over Magic, but no one can stop you from playing Commander at your house compared to a local game store. You know, so
Right.
the whole debacle with D&D was just one sloppy mess. It broke a lot of people's faith in the company. I mean, come on, look. Anybody who's played Warhammer knows how annoying it is when they come out with different rule books and they nerf your favorite army over and over again. They'll nerf them, they'll bust them up, make them bigger, better later, nerf them again. It's just weird ways to make money. But when all you really need is the stats for the army you want. You don't get the best book for your army. Just do that, right? D&D is the same thing. Like, if they come with a new rule set, you don't have to play a new rule set, and the books last forever, pretty much. Ugh, I don't know if that made sense at all. I just want
it does. It does. And they were pushing, obviously, to have you. Yeah, exactly. In the mouth. Collector store had MH3 collector bot. Oh, at 350 2 days ago. Now 370. Wow. Yeah, no kidding. MVP has not dropped prices yet, so they're gonna have a flash sale when my new sellers is aligned. So maybe we might be able to beat 350, but I've heard as low as 330 that some people got. I'm like, bruh. I know. I can't compete. I try to be as competitive as possible and, not even make anything, and I can't touch it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really sad that I won't have much on the channel. So, because if I'm beating pricing, then you guys are more apt to jump in on battles. But if I'm not, that's going to be rough. You can only afford 2 boxes. All right. It's been a tough couple days in this weather. Yeah, I hear you, brother. There you go. Ew. Hey, you do you, bro. You do you. That comment though, yeah. Emotional damage. For real.
My D&D group, James Willis is saying something about the D&D comment. My D&D group has been together for quite some time. We are still playing the 3.5 edition, and we will be doing so for a long time to come. Yeah, and that's not the latest edition. That's their favorite edition. 3.5, because 5th edition is, I think, one of the later editions. But yeah,
makes sense. Get it, man. Can't I can't snatch any yet. Yeah, same. That's why I got the commander decks already. Yeah, I'm tempted on that. The only way I'll ever get a box of stuff is if I'm on the corner. Yeah, exactly. And you guys all suggested for me, and I'm like, dude, no, we would all be in debt if that was the case. Like, honestly, I would owe money. Don't hate the player. Last time I was with you, I had well, anyways, it was Tuesday, so he's like, which corner? Where you at? I'll come by for a visit.
You guys are horrible. It's gonna get me in trouble.
You have to ask. Can't afford it.
Yeah, exactly. Stormtrooper says all the corners. That's right. Okay. Yeah. All right. And anything else on the Q1 stuff? Again, if you guys have channels, feel free to use this if you want to flesh it out and cover any of it as part of content. We get the link for y'all. Okay. All right. What the hell?
I mean, to sum up the Q1 thing that we talked about, Hasbro Live.
I think Dave summed it up perfectly.
And we'll see soon.
Oh boy. What were you saying, Waffles?
I was saying that pretty much the Q1 stuff we talked about was Hasbro lied. They're covering shit up. They're cooking the numbers, and we're going to see it get worse.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty sad. I don't know what. That's right. Was there anything else you guys wanted to talk about in that regard for Q1? Honestly, it's more of the same from last year. They can't even add Thunder Junction into it as of yet, although they wanted to. Oh my God, Stormtrooper! Oh God. You guys are killing me in chat. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah.
Stupid.
People are tuning in and is like, are you talking about
What the hell?
Yeah. Oh man. Anything else, Tortoise?
I just think the quarter report just shows that I keep wanting to say Facebook, but Hasbro is not
MySpace.
Right. Hasbro is not doing enough on their end. They need to get their legs on the floor, on the ground again. They need to stop relying on old stuff to sell. Because a lot of the stuff they're selling that's selling well for a moment is rehashed old figures. They've done it with the Turtles. They've done it with other figures, Beast Wars figures and stuff. People only want so many of those. People aren't just going to scoop them up like collector's editions unless they actually make collector editions versions. They need to get their feet on the ground, running again, and they could combat the electronics age, but they're just not trying hard enough because they're trying to incorporate electronics in a lot of things too.
Bob, did you want to pop on, man? Because you probably translate it way better than most of us. I did send you the link. If you want, I can explain some of the positive things I saw in the report. Yeah, you have the link, Bob. While you're getting adjusted and taken care of by Dave, if you want to pop on, I showed you guys this before, but I kind of wanted to share as I did finish the audio on it. I have to figure out the video. So are you guys down for some music for a minute while he gets situated?
Well, I need to take a potty break.
All right. Well, you've heard this, but except for the ending. But here you go, guys. You guys hear it okay, or it's too loud?
I don't hear anything.
Yo.
Can you hear it?
I can hear it, but I also have earbuds in.
You guys can't hear it?
I can hear it.
There it is.
It's very distorted. Exactly. Nice little break for you. I'll be able to boost the volume a bit. So this is helping me out. I'll go back and fix it. There you go. So that's going to be in the DJL lore according to AI. So that's part of a whole story arc I'm having fun with, guys. Let me know what you guys think. But Bob, welcome to the show. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right. So I just saw you guys talking about the.
Oh, we are. I was playing the music while you got queued up and you popped right in. So I was like, well, I'll finish the song. All right, Bob. Well, go ahead, brother.
So I'm just going to go through real quick. Just, I didn't do a lot of in-depth reading. I just kind of skimmed through it. I was surprised that Perp said, oh, it's so bad. Everything's so bad, especially with Magic. And I don't see that. Like, some of the numbers are somewhat questionable, but some of the things I see is a positive sign. I've said before on here, broke it down, that goodwill, we'll just start pointing out to the things I saw.
Right.
Positive. Yeah, figures. I'm the one that's coming out somewhat positive now. Yes, it's bad that their total assets went down by, 2.7 billion. But it's good that they reduced their goodwill. So a large chunk of that, about 1.2 billion of that, is goodwill. To explain what goodwill is it's fugazi. It's fugazi. It's because we said so. That Magic's worth it because we said so. It's IPs, that kind of garbage. So it's not like, hey, it's paper stock, it's trucks, it's warehouses. That's not what goodwill is, right? Goodwill is because we said so, because Legos is a big brand. Even if they sold Legos off with absolutely no Legos or presses or mills or anything, if they just said, yeah, we'll sell you Lego, but you only get the name and we're keeping all the molds and everything, but you get Legos, right? And that's what goodwill is. It's basically you're just selling the name because Lego sells product, right? So it's good that they reduced their reliance on their total net worth being a higher percentage in goodwill. So that's a good thing. Also, other intangible assets being reduced is also not necessarily a bad thing. If you look at cash and cash equivalents, went up. That's good. Cash is king right now, with high interest rates and whatnot. And we're going to cover some more of that a little bit later. The receivables are about the same, so that's kind of a wash. Inventories greatly reduced. It's bad to have excess inventories, which we've all seen. The dumps. So maybe we're nearing the end of that with only 336 million in inventory. So that's good. Not real great on the prepaid assets, but I'm not going to go through every single line here. What I mean is great to have more cash on hand right now, especially this. So if you guys know anything about short-term borrowing tends to have much higher interest rates. Think of it like credit cards, right? Those are at 24%, but your auto loans and your home loans and long-term loans tend to be lower interest rates. And so that's good that this quarter compared to this quarter last year is good that they have less short-term borrowings, and even better, their long-term liabilities and long-term debt have reduced. Right, that's a positive sign that they're going in the right direction with debts. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. So this is not great, with the total shareholder equity, but okay. So
what does that mean, Bob?
What's that?
Briefly on shareholder equity.
Equity
just for those
is
that don't know.
like like the shareholders' profit in the or like equity in a home, right? Think of it that way. As you pay down your mortgage, you gain equity in your home, right? It could either go up because the market can. So it's not great that shareholders' equity is lower than it was the previous year, especially not for shareholders. I'd be kind of curious. That one would be like if I was investing in Hasbro, I'd be like, oof.
Yeah.
That's a giant negative. But there's a lot of positives, like I said, up above, right? So all of these things an informed investor should be looking at when looking at Hasbro as a company. And understand all that's like Hasbro wide. So that is what I said in general is a positive in my book. And understand, I'm not a licensed, CPA or MBA. I'm just a dude that looks at these things. This makes no sense to me whatsoever. Like net revenues and it's 100% like what? So I don't understand what kind of creative math they're working with here. So I kind of just glossed over this entire section, other than even though
Hot Dice, what's up, brother?
They're down quite a bit on net revenues, and I'm not sure why that is. That's not a good sign, right? So this was a negative number, and like I said, I kind of wanted to stick to the more positive things. Obviously, loss on disposal of business. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but having some compared to none is probably not not a good thing for them. I don't truly understand all of the things that we see here, but total non-operating expense being lower than the quarter before, obviously a good thing. Interest expense, any expense that's lower than the previous year, obviously good. This is bad. Your interest income is when they put parentheses around it, it's negative, right? So your interest income being more negative than last year is also not good. But the net earnings loss attributable to Hasbro is actually quite a bit improved at 7.7% this year compared to minus 2.2% last year. Now there's a lot of that's like, I'm not going to go into the share prices. But this is essentially, when you can think of it this way, that they have 60 million plus net earnings this quarter compared to last year, which was a minus 21 million. So that's not bad. Like I said, it was generally more positive this quarter than the numbers of the previous quarter. Sorry, I'm scrolling through this so I can't see comments if people are.
Oh, no. Let me play you up a little bit here. There you
go. More dividends paid. That's actually a good thing for shareholders. That means that, they can pay out more. Cash equivalents. That's also good compared to last year. And it's certainly by the end of period, this year looks a lot better than last year. So again, like I said, there are things to see, and in the rest of it, we can go on and on and on and on. I didn't, this was marginally better than last year.
wow.
Certainly not like the 300% they saw with Chris Cox. But I wouldn't say that this is something that I think would be why Cynthia decided to pull the ripcord, unless she's aware that things are getting worse. They did say that digital gaming is better, right? I'm surprised that they make that much profit off digital gaming, but I'd like to know what all of that is. How much of that is still Baldur's Gate 3 residuals, that kind of stuff. So I wouldn't just say, "Oh, that's Arena." It's everything digital, every D&D product. Maybe they still get some residuals from MitGo. That's no longer run by Wizards. I'm assuming they probably still get some form of royalties because they got to get the new cards.
Yeah.
In MitGo. So I'm assuming who is it? It's the same one that runs EverQuest. Who is that? Daybreak Games, I think, is the one that actually owns MitGo. So they might be. I don't know how much money they're getting there. So I wish these numbers were broken down with more granularity and where things actually are coming from. Clearly, you heard about the E1 Entertainment one that they sold off. So that's not a surprise. This, I think, is probably the biggest missed opportunity in all of Hasbro.
Yeah.
They could easily pump out something, with the lore that they have with both D&D, Magic together. They just haven't ever struck lightning in a bottle, but they could easily do that in the form of something like, look at what they did with League of Legends. Arcane. Are you kidding me? Nobody would ever say, yeah, let's make a League of Legends story that just is crushing it.
Right.
So missed opportunity like crazy in that regard. Not gonna. I've already gone through. I think.
And honestly, Bob, with current writings and current stuff going on, I mean, I wouldn't really want to put anything out on that media level, anyways. So, I mean, maybe C'est la vie for Entertainment One. I mean,
yeah, but they don't have to go through Entertainment One. They can strike up a private bargain with somebody who did. I'd like to know who did. I haven't looked it up. Arcane, but I think everybody that's watched it, and clearly, Netflix gave it a green light for season 2, which is coming out in November. Kudos, good job. And
hell yeah.
I think that clearly, like you and I can't do that. We just don't have the capital. Even if we had great ideas to pull something like that off and don't have the connections. But a multi-billion-dollar company like Hasbro certainly does, right? And if it can bring, there's some Lord of the Rings, by God, brought it. Nobody expected it to bring in billions of dollars, but it did. For the movies, and they just need to investigate that more in a.
I agree. Yeah.
I think it's a missed opportunity. Is all I'm saying there. So a lot of these numbers are kind of all over the place, and we've talked about EBITDA and all of that. And so, again, more positive numbers. Like I said, even though the only one that everybody seems to be paying attention to by saying, "Oh, it's so bad, it's so bad," hey, that's better by far, 116 million than same quarter last year of 18 million, right? So
yeah,
there are signs of life, so to speak, that I think are actually positive. I mean, don't get me started on what I hate about WotC and what they're doing in Magic, but the numbers are the numbers, right? And these things do show improvements over the last quarter, even if this is, people are saying, "Oh, they're down 26%." Not really. They're down 26% in assets, but a lot of that was offloading goodwill assets, which are just fairy dust. It's magic beans. It's not something they actually have. Like I said, some of the fundamentals, like not carrying any short-term debt and reducing their long-term debt, and having a stronger cash position. Those are all, more sound economic principles. So that's the short of it. Like I said, I didn't dig in too deep on this one. I was like, oh, wow, I'm surprised. It's far more positive to me than what I expected. So
yeah,
that's like a financial perspective on this quarterly report.
Sure. Real quick, Bob. Waffles, if you got something to shill, go ahead and shill, baby. Thanks for coming on, man. I see you had to bounce, so.
Yeah, sorry. Kid needs the laptop for homework. Nothing much other than, some of the stuff I've been working on the channel, but there is going to be another pool game coming up soon. I'm going to try to do an MH3 box for that one. And
nice.
Yeah, so be on the lookout for more videos and other things. And good to see you, Bob.
Oh, yeah.
Bob.
Bob. All right, Bob. He just mentioned got to bounce. No shilling needed. Take care. All right, cool. All right. Was there anything else you guys want to talk about real quick? We're a little bit over on time, so let's see. WotC is Hasbro's equalizer in earnings. Yup. Standalone is a juggernaut. Yeah, man, for sure. But you know what? Hasbro will never let go of it, bro. Never.
Right.
All right. Well, you guys want to get to the shill section then? Let's do it. Let's go ahead and I know TCGD's dudes is pretty easy. Like, come play with me, pretty much. What's up, man?
Pretty much, bro. Yeah, man. I'm chronically online playing Call of Duty or Final Fantasy. I did not end up actually cracking that 2014 core set box. I was actually thinking about just kind of making a video out of it and pretty much live streaming later. So the idea is I'm going to take this Chinese simplified box, make a janky modern deck, and take it to an LGS and do my darndest to win.
Nice. That sounds fun.
Yeah, a modern event. Yeah, heck yeah, why not?
Awesome, bro. Well, yeah, check him out online. If you want to get in some Call of Duty or what have you, some MTGO as well. Get some modern play. Bro. He's always down, bro. We have the sections in my Discord, but we don't have a lot of modern players in the mix, but we do have a fairly good mix here. Mainly Commander. But yeah, you can always put in looking for game in any of those sections and see if you can get anything to fire.
Yeah,
all right, Hillbilly.
Hey, I'm at 434 subs now, trying to still get to that 500, and doing a rain out every morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Then after that, I go over to visit Superfast Tortoise on the morning coffee show. Make sure y'all check us out.
All right, sounds good, brother. There you go, Shieldmaster Zero.
Whoa, hey, it's just me, just little me. Well, welcome to the Superfast Tortoises side of things. Every morning I do a morning coffee show when possible. Quick note: May 9th through the 13th will probably not be a morning show because someone's dog sitting again. But Saturdays, we do try to do a Commander game on Saturdays, do video games Wednesdays and Fridays. Like tomorrow, we're playing some more Spider-Man. That's going to really tear the crap out of me because it's pissing me off already where I'm at. But it's fun. It's great. It's always awesome to have you guys tag along, watch the videos, interact, being amazing. Because you guys are completely amazing. You make the channel what it is. I'm only a few subscribers away from 600. I'm really happy about that. So
hell yeah, brother, doing the work.
Yeah, and this hat is it's not sponsored, but it's the local game store in my area I attend. So if you're ever in Cedar Rapids, we can meet up there.
Sweet, hell yeah. Brian has a good point here. Speaking of FF, there you go. What is everyone's thoughts on Magic's Final Fantasy IP?
We
great
question. We don't have really enough information about it yet.
Yeah, not enough to go by, but it seems like it'd be cool. As long as I'm really worried about Assassin's Creed. Yeah.
Wait, I hope I can summon some monsters.
That's right.
Oh boy. No, I'm excited because I can play Final Fantasy-esque cards without having to learn an entirely new card game.
There you go. Yeah. MTG Monopoly. Yeah, that's right. It will be a land-heavy set for sure.
land heavy. Well, it'd be cool if they brought landfall back, but like did sneaky things where you can sneak in monsters during combat, like you can do during the game. So it'd be interesting. You know, imagine I can imagine Final Fantasy possibly being like Zendikar 2.0, where it's landfall heavy, monster heavy. I mean, if you think about it, Zendikar is almost the same ratio of having a Final Fantasy set. But who knows what they're going to do.
Yep.
Yeah. I can see what you're saying, like if they did it like Clue, but it would be Monopoly instead. It'd be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why not free parking? You get everybody's money.
Crossover on Moto. Oh yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah. As far as what we're doing here on this channel, we're still doing Sundays for late night EDH. If you guys are in the Discord, if someone would be kind enough to put the Discord link down, I know Stormtrooper's in. I think most people here are already in, but if someone could pop that link down, that'd be awesome. But join us over there in the Discord. You know, you can do pickup games. We have a trade section, and we're just yapping it up on whatever. We also post any of the upcoming pre-order battles will be posted in there usually first. So do join if you want to get in on any of the fun box battles. I do have the giveaway box on order. It is coming in. I don't have tracking as of yet, but we will be doing the drawing on that soon. So if you guys have not got in on all the giveaways, or if you aren't sure what all the giveaways are, by all means, hit myself up, hit up the Discord. And if you don't do social media at all, my email is posted in the description of every video. That is djlonghairaridge@gmail.com. Just hit me up. I'll get you all the links. So good times. And Monday, we might be curving off D2R a little bit, but usually we do play sometime on Monday. Right now, I am working on the Fallout series, starting with 1 all the way to 76. I believe I have to do some skill grinding or XP grinding, probably do a bunch of caravans or something to be able to even get through one of the end levels. I might be able to do the military base, but I was checking out the cathedral. Bro, you open a door, blasted. You're like, homie just critted me for like 2,000 damage. The hell? So yeah. Yeah. It's not 2,000, but it was like my health was 89 or 87. And then I busted this one door open and homie got at me for like 106. I was like, bruh. Dead. Yeah. So I think I have to do some more grinding. I was like, oh, man, I want to finish because I want to get on to 2 and then tactics. Then 3 would be fun. But the old games it really is really not bad. So we're going to be doing those at random times, playing more of that. And then, of course, I have to get a video to the song that you guys just heard tonight. I got to make that from scratch. So I don't know. I have a little bit of creative stuff to get through, as well as more fixing up other songs to where they're presentable at least, and then do the videos on those. So I'm a little backtracked with the music side of things, but we're gonna have a video up here soon, so I'm pretty stoked. Let's see, but yeah, as far as MH3 goes, I hope that I can get some form of competitive pricing, but as it stands now, won't even be able to touch it, man. It's pretty sad. Like I would be whatever the market is plus 10% or something. So yeah, can't compete. It's rough.
Yeah.
Well, guys, I think we're gonna step off into a danger meeting. So I want to thank everyone that I know I was super late. My bad. But we made it. We did the show. It's a thing. Awesome. Thank you, everyone that stuck around with us today. Super interesting stuff with Q1. Some of those MH3 cards are pretty gnarly. So I'm pretty stoked on that. When I can afford it. Definitely want to try to get the Jund deck, because it seems fun. And I know there's going to be some more Lamagois, or I'm not sure how you say it, but that'll be interesting. And a lot of fun stuff with that set. But Bloom Barrow, I'm going all out there, man. That's going to be fun. Bloom Barrow, yes. I got Trash Pandas and Squirrel deck. Bro, I'm in heaven.
See more turtles. We need to see more turtles.
Yeah, more turtles. That's right, Michael Superbacker. Good to see you, buddy. I thought I shot you out a little bit earlier, but welcome. All right. Well, I'm gonna go figure out some dinner, and meantime, we're gonna step off into this danger meeting. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and we will see you very soon. Very soon. If not, I will see you Sunday for some late night EDH. So, bye.